Hello, friends, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. This is just a quick little update before I get on with the actual proper readings for the day. I wanted to do you a reading a couple of days ago, but I didn't quite make it because I was so busy. However, I did manage to lie down on the grass in the backyard for a while and get some messages from the earth, and it wasn't at all what I was expecting. It was the day that Israel started bombing Iran, and then there was fire back and forth and all of that, and I was quite nervous about the state of the world, to be honest. So I lied down on the grass and expected to get some kind of a geopolitical message, which often happens for me. And what I got was so surprising, and there's a bit of a story of it, so I'll tell you. I'll tell you the middle bit first, which was I was lying on the grass trying to get a geopolitical message, and to my surprise, I got dolphins and orcas. Now, I'm not someone who, despite my vegan status or whatever, dolphins and orcas are not usually animals that I particularly resonate or connect with. I love them, they're beautiful, but it's just not my familiars or companions usually. So I was very surprised to get a message from the dolphins and orcas of all people. I'll call them people. I was expecting to get something specifically about world governments or something like that. Instead, I got a pod of dolphins and then another pod of orcas playing, and they were sending us colour therapy, of all things. They were aware of the bombing, and they had formed a pod somewhere and were deliberately sending humans healing energy in the form of turquoise, green, teal, blue, purple and white waves, colour therapy waves. They were beaming out us waves and making they had their kids with them, and they were playing, and they were generating the energy of children laughing, both human children and dolphin and orca children. And they were sending blue, teal, green, purple and white waves and turquoise. And they were saying, we are generating this energy to try and calm the field. You humans have got too much black, red, yellow, orange, all these sort of warning colours and anger and all of that. That's what you're doing, blowing up those buildings and everything. They could feel the blasts. And they were pumping out this colour therapy for us. And I got that they really don't want us to wreck the planet, not just because of their own desire to live and share this planet with us, but that they have keys and codes for us that they want to deliver as part of their mission. They need to connect their intelligence with human intelligence, and if we're to mess up the whole planet, then that's an enormous opportunity lost, because it's taken us thousands and thousands of years to develop the technology and understanding where we might be able to talk to dolphins and orcas and whales. But they remember stuff from before, is what they were telling me. And when they say before, they mean a long time ago. They've carried some cultural memory. Anyway, they're beaming at us this colour therapy and the sound of dolphins and children laughing and playing as an antidote to the energy that the humans are putting into the field right now, all this orange, red, anger kind of energy. And it's notable that those are the colours associated with the heart, the throat. Oh, green was also in there. The heart, the throat, and the third eye. So They were sending us basically the colours of clear communication and calm communication. And I sort of thought, well, that's odd. That's not what I was expecting, and didn't think too much of it, other than that it was unusual and it was very nice. Oh yeah, and the strange thing about it is that in the morning, I had watched, for my Instagram channel, I had to watch this awful footage of dolphins being most viciously attacked and murdered in the Faroe Islands, where it's an annual event where they just slaughter dolphins. And they do awful things to these animals, like they're stabbing them or skinning them or cutting off their fins or whatever, while the animals are still alive and still blinking, and it's just so barbaric. And that was on the same morning I saw that footage, as later on I went and lied on the grass and got all this really pleasant stuff from the dolphins, and I was so surprised. When I was watching the footage, I was like, how could they ever forgive humans? They must hate humans. But later on, when I lied on that's why it was so surprising when I lied on the grass hours later and got all this really beautiful, loving, positive energy from the dolphins and the orcas. And I was like, how can you possibly be so forgiving to us after what humans have done to you? And they're like, well, bigger issues are at play right here, right now. We need to save the planet, for all of us. And if we don't complete this step in evolution, then it's going to be such a great loss. We have to go back to zero and start all over again. They have a mission to connect with us. And, to connect with humans. And they really want to transmit their understanding and their consciousness to it, like they want to share with us. And if we just wipe out the planet, then it's like, how many years of evolution do we all have to go through again to make this? It's like two pieces of a cosmic jigsaw puzzle that want to come together. So yeah, I was really surprised by the forgiveness, that they just transcended all the hideous psychopathic things that humans had done to them, like to their cousins. Like, this was obviously a different pod because they were still alive. They somehow managed to transcend all of the awful things that humans had done to send us love, and I just felt really humbled by it. Like, what an amazing consciousness. I don't think if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be so forgiving. Anyway, I didn't make too much of it because I just thought that was, despite all the years of confirmations and everything, I rarely take my own insights at first too seriously at first until I get a confirmation. Well, I went upstairs and was in this room in the studio, and I just went to pull a few cards to see any messages, and you wouldn't believe what I pulled. Oh my God, am I recording? I am recording. I pulled these 3 cards straight out of the deck. This was the first card I pulled. The exact colour scheme that I was talking about. And the word on the card is peace. Like, that is literally the waves. See how they're coming out from the centre? That was like, in my vision, the dolphins and everything were in the centre of this pod here, and they were radiating out this good energy to the humans to try and calm the psychological, emotional waters for us all. They want us to concentrate on the sound of children laughing and these colours. They actually asked for a request for help. That's the third part of the story. Was that I was getting this beautiful energy from the dolphins and the orcas for about 24 hours. And then last night, I suddenly felt this wave of incredible sadness. And I got that they were getting tired. They're getting tired. It's taking a lot of energy to transmit this healing to us, and they need our help. So what they said is they want us to concentrate on this color healing energy. So anything you can do, send some of this colors back to the dolphins and the orcas and send it to the war zone and just try and bathe the world in this color energy and think of peace. Now, as if one card wasn't confirmation enough, I pulled 2 more cards and look what came out. The same exact color scheme. Freedom, this card is, and loneliness. And we will be all very lonely if we lose those close to us because of conflict. So, that was just a triple confirmation for me. So because I got the 3 confirmations, I thought I would just share that with you. The dolphins and the orcas want us to concentrate on these colours, particularly this one here, to send peace. And remember them as we have our human conflicts. There's all these animals involved, like all those, that oil burning is polluting the waters that the dolphins breathe. You know, not just dolphins. Like there's a whole ecosystem affected by what us humans are doing. But you know, all that smoke on top of the water is really horrible for the dolphins. So they want us, you know, and I did feel their sadness last night that not enough people were helping them transmit this energy. So could you please, if you get a chance today, send some of these colour therapies out to the world. Visualize these colours coming out in ripples and sending peace to the places of conflict. Sending the idea of heart, mind and throat communication, like it's coming from the higher chakras, it's coming from a place of love, and it's calm and it's clear communication. And the purple is like that third eye or crown chakra kind of energy. So protection and peace. And please send some energy back to the dolphins because they're going to need it. This seismic blasting and everything is really hard work for them. So that was, I don't know how long this message was, probably much longer than intended, but I'll click off now and I'll go and do another reading shortly, an actual proper I Ching reading. I did pull one more card off. I did pull a couple more cards to go with this particular message. And I got, when you step outside your comfort zone, progress is made. And instead of trying harder, try differently. So somehow they're related to this peace energy here. The peace colours. So if in doubt, send peace colours and send your prayers to the dolphins and the orcas. Alright, I'll click off now and make another video.